Hello everyone, this is the recorded notes for lesson 4. So if you missed class when we took notes on lesson 4, this is the videos you'll want to watch. So we're going to be talking about multi-step equation solving. We already did that in lesson 3, but we're going to expand on them further. But before we do that, we're going to practice what we did in lesson 3, which was the distributive property. So the distributive property multiplies, also known as distributes, a term across a set of parentheses. So we have two problems here that we are going to solve. Remember, the first step we do is distribute. So after we distribute the 2, we have 6y minus 12 is equal to 24. So now we're going to add 12 to both sides, and we're left with 6y is equal to 36. And then our final step, divide by 6. And that gives us y is equal to 6. All right, our second one, 3 times 4x plus 9 is equal to 39. Again, we start with distributing the 3. So we have 12x plus 27 is equal to 39. We're going to subtract 27 from both sides. And then we're left with 12x is equal to 12. And then finally, divide by 12, and we get x is equal to 1. So in lesson 4, we're going to be doing a lot of similar things, but now we're going to add a new concept to it. So this new concept that we're going to be taking a look at is combining like terms. Now, this is not a new concept at all, but it is one that you need to be able to do. So, like terms are terms whose variables are the same. In other words, terms that are like each other. So we have a few examples of combining like terms. I highly recommend having different pens. So what I'm going to do is, for this first one, I'm going to underline all my x's in blue in a single underline. Next, I'm going to underline just the numbers without variables in pink with a double underline. And then finally, the y's are going to be in purple with a triple underline. Now, you can also use boxes and circles and triangles. You can use whatever you need to combine like terms and identify them. So let's start with the x's. 3x plus 4x is 7x. Then I just go in order. Negative 2 plus 8 is plus 6. And finally, 5y minus 2y is positive 3y. All right, we have a slightly bigger one, bunch of y's, but again, same thing, variables get matched up. So y cubed does not go with y squared. It goes with all the ones with a 3 as the exponent. All right, so I'm going to underline in blue my just single y's, so negative 3y and 7y and minus 5y. Then in pink, I'm going to do the y to the 3's. So 4y to the third, 6y to the third, and minus 7y to the third. And I'm going to double underline those to keep track of them. And as you can see, our final one is all by itself. So it will not get combined. All right, let's start with our single y's. So negative 3y plus 7y minus 5y. So negative 3y plus 7y is 4y, minus 5y is minus 1y. And now for our pink, 4y cubed plus 6y cubed is 10. Minus 7 is plus 3y cubed. And then at the very end, we're just going to tack on our single term. So that's combining like terms. All right, now let's talk about solving equations with combining like terms. So the first thing to do is to locate the variables in the equation. Then we combine like terms. And then finally, solve it as a two-step equation. So for this first one, as we can see, our m is our variable, but now we have like terms. So 6m goes with minus 3m, and negative 3 goes with positive 7. So we combine like terms first, which leaves us with 3m plus 4 is equal to negative 8. Now we solve it as we normally would. Subtract 4. So 3m is equal to negative 12. And then divide by 3. So m is equal to negative 4. All right, last one for this page. Negative 12 plus 6z minus 8z plus 1 is equal to 17. So I like to match up my variables first, and then my numbers. So 6z minus 8z is minus 2z. And then negative 12 plus 1 is negative 11 is equal to 17. Now we solve. Add 11 to both sides. Negative 2z is equal to 28. Divide by negative 2. And z is equal to negative 14. In the next video, aka the next page, we are now going to add distribution to the mix.